Hey, what's up, Clout Goblin Virgin Gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. This is my second take on this. I wasn't actually recording the first time because I'm an idiot and just I thought I clicked something. Guess I didn't. Ooh, need to start taking my pills or something, I guess. I don't know. Today's boo boo card of the day is going to be none other than Skuntank V alternate art. One of the alternate arts that gets a lot of flack for being, oh, it's Skuntank. Why is Skuntank having all? I think it's one of the better ones personally. Shows a lot of personality. You got Paris up there, got some Stunkies, got the Skuntank. Hey, alternate arts are alternate arts no matter how you slice them. Just which ones have certain price tags and things like that, I think dictate what people generally think about them. Whatever. It's just, I think it's a good one. People will change their mind, I'm sure, in time. Let's discuss something that actually came out. I saw No Rumble and I saw Pokemon Trainer Last actually put this up on Instagram. Thank you so much for putting this. Whatnot. Let's discuss Whatnot as a platform. So a ton of stuff's been happening with them lately. If you're not tracking, there's a whole Blakey Break makes mistake that happened, and then like people were actually discovering that there was like all kinds of different things people were able to do with games. There was bounties getting out of control. Guess the energy stuff. Rattle's been doing a fantastic job covering that. Been putting up basically whole documentary episodes up on his page. You should go check it out if you're not familiar with that stuff. I've done a couple videos myself, but nowhere near as in detail as what he's done with that. So just a whole crazy buttload of stuff that's been happening with that shit, right? It's actually kind of mind-boggling how far back people have gone looking at different streams on Whatnot. And I guess Whatnot's actually finally responded. They have actually put their foot in there, and now they're like, okay, we're going to update our terms of service and stuff like that. We're going to actually put some stuff out. And they actually target a specific thing that makes a lot of people money on Whatnot. It's the bounties and like stuff like that as well. They've actually put something in there specifically about that. And I'm all here for it, especially because, okay, I'm patient motherfucking zero about talking about Whatnot. I think Whatnot has a lot of good things about it. There's a lot of good people on that website. Before I get too crazy into it, I think there's some good stuff there. The problem is there's a lot of bad mofos there too. There's really some people that are out there trying to just stick both fingers up their ass and feel around for money, dude. They're just trying to get right up in there and grab your coin purse and take anything they can find in there. And it's such a shame because you can see glimmers of good stuff, and there's plenty of good people that are trying their best playing by the rules, but there are so many people that also do not do that as well, to the point where Whatnot had to step in with what we're about to discuss. All right, I had to make sure I was still recording because the last time it just man. Okay, so Whatnot put out something specifically, and they kind of updated it. They were already had this on their website, and I'll go over what it was. It's specifically about gambling and like bounty-based things on their website, right? So they've always had this. They just kind of updated a little bit. So right here, no gambling or purchase-based prize games. Whatnot strictly prohibits gambling, including paid entries into raffles or races. Whatnot also prohibits sales containing bounties and other purchase-based prizes. So they put the bounties in there, but they always kind of had this where you weren't really supposed to gamble anything else. Like if you wanted to purchase something or bid on an item, whether it was Funko Pops, Pokemon cards, Digimon cards, whatever the fuck tickles your fancy, you were supposed to be able to get that. They've always they skirted it. There's people who've made so much money on bounties, man. The thing with bounties is people will generally put up something that's kind of nice, like I don't know, a fucking Power Keepers pack or something like that, and not even getting into the thing where like somebody could have weighed said pack and they put it up there for the bounty or anything like that. They can fully disclose, like, or not disclose that they did anything, and it's like, oh yeah, here's an unweighed Power Keepers pack. For people to do certain things, and what came to light with like Blake's Breaks especially was if people know the games they're playing and they're kind of in control of the whole said thing, they can actually rig something in order to make it to where like you can spend a certain amount of money before that you even have a chance of getting that stuff. And that's what was happening with like the guest energy games. Energies were actually mapped in booster boxes, particular case sleeves. They showed off Darkness Ablaze. They showed off Astral Radiance. They showed where people were basically like, okay, if I get this energy, this one is next. If I get this one's next. And that was the bounties they were playing. Guess the energy. So of course, they were in control of it the whole fucking time, and that's where bounties can get out of control. What they added, though, and I think this is actually a super good thing they added, I want to just kind of go off this stuff. They expanded upon it a little bit. Let's go into it a little bit. Whatnot strictly prohibits sales containing purchase-based prizes where the purchase of an item qualifies the buyer for a chance to win an additional prize. That's specifically bounties. But in case you didn't know, they include some examples down here. The very fucking first one, paid bounties, sweeteners, or other sales where item purchased also carries a chance at winning an additional item or prize. Also, for example, in case it needs to go further, offer an extra box of cards if someone gets a holographic card in a break you are conducting. Offering to purchase or trade for a product if hit within a specific show. Advertising to purchase or trade for a collectible product with contingencies on when or where the item will be purchased. What they mean by that is like, it's where people are like, oh, hey, if you hit this Umbreon VMAX in this particular live, we'll give you this booster box. And it's basically just an incentive for people to spend more money. And because people are doing backdoor shady deals, even if the game is fair, there's too many people that weren't playing it fair, so Whatnot had to step in. Once again, They always had this, but they needed to specify it more. And I'm all fucking for it. This TOS stuff needs to be basically dummy proof. Other things you can't do. Guess games are offering a prize for someone correctly guessing the contents of a concealed product, such as a particular trading card in a sealed event. Well, nope, can't do that now more. Can't just be like, oh, if you get lemons or lightning energies, bro, you get this card, bro. Whoa, who got steel? Oh, Maggie, I got you, Maggie, I got you. Just keep going. How do I get all 8 of these different energies and not the one you picked? Whoa, it's fucking nutso, right? Yeah, you can't do that anymore because it turns out that was also riggable, and people were like, dang, that's it just caught on. There's some scummy people in this goddamn hobby. Other things you can't do. Any game where the item purchased has a chance of activating the receipt of a prize or entry into another game of chance. For example, offering a raffle ticket for a prize item that a buyer makes a purchase on, giving buyers who spend a certain amount of money an entry into a duck race for a prize. So, spend this much money, get an entry in this raffle. Spend this much money, get a chance to get in the slab Charizard. And then to go even further, offer buyers an entry into a game of chance where they may win a prize based on the position of their bid. So have you ever seen like a waffle where it's like spots 1 through 10, pick your spot, and based off that spot, if you roll a 6, you get this card? Yeah, you can't do that anymore. That's the position that you picked. That's what they're going based off of. I picked 6. Oh, you rolled 6. Here's this. Oh, sorry. Looks like I was on number 6 and you were on number 8. I must have messed up, my guy. Sorry, looks like I get to keep my stuff and I get to keep all the money. House always wins shit, you know? And I know some of you might be asking, oh, well, how is this going to take effect? How is Whatnot going to enforce this? Is there a grace period and stuff? Yes, Whatnot actually thought of that. Once again, thank you, Last, for actually putting this up on your story. To give you time to review the new rules and make any necessary adjustments, this policy will go into effect on Monday, August 28th, 2023, and apply to streams after this date. Until September 30th, 2023, if you violate the policy, you'll be given a courtesy warning. So, August 28th, this goes into effect. They're actually going to start enforcing this stuff. They're probably not going to fucking get right up your ass until you actually do it a couple times. But if you do it like 2, 3, 4, 5 times after warnings before September 30th, I guarantee they'll do something. I guarantee they'll just drop you from the platform if you push your luck. But you mess up, you got till September 30th to actually fix your stuff. Hopefully they actually stick with this. I know people are going to go around this. I know people are going to find ways to actually skirt the system. You can't stop everybody. But this is already a good step in the right direction. Whatnot's just a place, man. I feel bad for people who actually made their money legit on Whatnot, and then this is probably going to affect them as well. There was examples of fair bounties. There was examples of fair games, but there was too many people disguising themselves as just these nice, positive people, ripping people off on Whatnot to the point where they had to step in. And look, my take on Whatnot, not everybody there is bad. There's plenty of good people there. There's plenty of good people that are doing some fair deals, trying their best to do some stuff, making a little cash on the side, whatever, do your thing. But the problem is to a new motherfucker walking into Whatnot, someone who is just stepping in like 1 week into that, all of them look the same. Everybody looks exactly the same. They all have the same kind of styles, deals, and stuff like that. Whatnot kind of has its own little thing anyway. Of course, streamers can personalize it, but just the games and all that, people, it's hard to distinguish who's good and who's bad. It took people looking back months into Blake's stuff, and really the only reason they got caught is because Snee did something so absolutely stupid that they had to look into it more. It was just so blatantly obvious that people started looking back, started uncovering more scams, more things that shouldn't have been happening, and it was just the downfall. They had to look into it, and I'm sorry all the good people on that website. I'm sorry if this affects you. There's already big streamers whining and complaining about it. Once I get it, I kind of do, but on the other hand, I mean, blame your counterparts. Blame your asshole counterparts that just made this impossible for people to trust people on that website. I mean, that's a big thing of trust. He was one of the big dogs, and it was basically proven that he knows what the fuck was going on with some of those actual games he's playing. I'm sorry, but it had to be done. What do you guys think? I have my own takes on Whatnot. Of course, I'm patient motherfucking zero about talking about that stuff, so obviously I have my own opinions. What are yours? Let me know. Seems like Whatnot's actually putting their foot down. Hope you have a good day. Hope you're having a good one, Virgin. See you later. Crazy. Had to happen, though.